Rola Pinche Sanje Rumora Sanje Chudan Soji Chanana Dagi Shishe Jibe Sunaje Rola Pinche Sanje Masija Tamaji Jitan Robe Sanje Yuko Tobaja Te Sheda Tavishu Senya Begonlo
Please attend to the teaching with proper motivation. That's wanting to attain state of enlightenment or decision to attain state of enlightenment for the well-being of all other sentient beings, and for that very end, then we should attend to teaching.
Senje Chuki Samtilta, Kasachulam Chinenju, Chulam de la Chulam Chinenju, Ma Yusani, Seji Nenju.
So now the teaching which we were discussing about the yoga of the activity, and it has 5 in section, or 5 in 5, right? And amongst them, we discussed about the yoga of eating.
Seji Nenju de la Gendri do so Manguji Kasashari. Ta Chiri Cheba Sea de la Del Chiri Chebe Chogami Segi Diavich Choga, Pechas Kamendu Dine, Chopu under them. Oh, the name.
So, about the yoga of the eating, that we had the most extensive way of doing it, or slightly abridged, or really abridged. And I gave you all 3 kinds, or 3 ways of doing the yoga of eating. And now, the Chidru Choga, there's the other rituals. Now that also we discussed yesterday.
Jensi Chogari, Jensi de la Nemba Leru Doni, Shue Jensi Kakun Jensi Pu, the man to join some sort of Jensi Puni, Jensi to Tosa Chimbo, Shirapan Jensi.
Now next is the Choga or yoga of the Jinsek or the fire offering, Jin as to give and Sek as to burn. So now if you have done your retreat, it would be wonderful if you could do the peaceful, fulfilling fire puja, which is named after, as in Tibetan, Shive Jinsek. That it will be real good for you if you would do that every now and then. It's very beneficial.
Myanmar Ganajumela, Tiji Jinsi Jiori, Mami Jinsi Suri.
Earlier, in Nelchuma practice, we have a fire puja with the til or the sesame seed, and which is well known as the fire puja of the lamb too.
Chumipa, Chuminale, Diri Nabukayuni, or the Najuma the Jenny, Diri Korantani, Jinsi Sajichio, Dibajuela Yabushirayori. That
one could, like, use the butter lamp, and generation of that lamp or the light on the wick as the Vajra Yogini, and you burn the black sesame seeds, and that is one of the, again, best way of purifying the negativities. Still, that when we have poured a little quantity of the black sesame seed or sesame seed in it, then when it starts filling up, then it extinguishes the flame, and it can't really consume those sesame seed by the fire, but yet it should be all right.
Tela Guinea Dojere, Lodibra Macho, the Masiba, the Shusha Goiza, Diva Bejama to the Sutter of Jumba Mendo. ane lama do chan pang kwa rumu chile ya sho ne tibet tsigi me do tsi toya ge saju kari jensi na ji cha choga ayo nisa ane rigiris ane direk be chaya ge choga je songro na ma do nane chumi jensi pa dire cha de ne ya rangsu che ne tlo debu me do ane lama do chan ge je song yo re.
So when one of the disciples of Gyaltsen Pabongka, Dini Dojo, that he had a trouble that since when he find lots of the black sesame seed unburned, then having a little sense of incompleteness or unable to consume all the negativities. So thus, to eradicate that kind of feeling, he requested that could I make the fire offering named after such a Khandrujinse, the fire puja of the Dagini, named after such a. And then when he requested that, if I could, then His Holiness answered that he could, and he requested to write a small text, so a ritual text, so that he could perform it.
Doji kandu jinsi sigari saji kharu jinsi, te ngema yinne tabu suishra. Sangbo na meda jilu je gongda, oden ti de shike na de dragon shira yung. Ta de na yin yang, nanju me doji kandu mami jinsi ki tsu de doji kandu jinsi na je, meda na la dra chua choka soyo re. Yen rimu gogu ma re, meda ji je di to jilu nya, an deba bizi jindu di dra chi shaya re, deba jang choka jinsi re te.
So, this practice, it is not very lengthy at all, named after as Sajik Khandru Jinsik or the Dagini Fire Puja, and also it is named as Dojik Khandro, the Vajra Khandro, the Fire Puja, which meant the same. And I find, or I do remember that lots of monks doing that. All they need is their little fireplace in a small container where they use a little ember or little fire and then burn the sesame seed in it. And also that lots of others, they do the marmit khandro, the butter lamp khandro fire puja, that's for butter lamp. And it is not lengthy at all. You have to say only a little prayer and start doing or pouring the sesame seed. And this is a quite effective way of doing the purification of the digpa or the negativities.
Mami khandu singbe.
Lashu. Mami khandu deshu. Mami khandu deshu.
Kare.
Doji khandru.
Doji khandru mezanda gisiro. Mezanda gisiro. Sandila jena.
For the Doji khandru, the Sanskrit term will be Benzadaki.
Oh yeah, that is
fire puja. That's enough. So, can't make use of that.
Then Tome Nanjore, Tome Nanjo, Toma de Gadu in a Puchore, Tome Nirezun Pune Yawore, Tujan Zodo, Zushayo Jure, Yatemeva, some Sola Yasusube, Badi Rebutan, Shindo Yago, you do, Tiren and yet Toma Punature, Cheche the Punature. Chedon Tome Keshan, them Keshamaushira, Zento, Chetu, Tado, Junto, Seattle, Keshamawi already, the Cheche the Pucha, Toma, taking as a Pusarima or Direta, Doma taking the Atire.
So now the Torma offering or the Torma, next is the Torma, about Torma, that it will be good that if you could make the Torma offering, and if you can't make Torma kind of shape, we have on our altar, you can also arrange like the fruits and materials which we discussed yesterday. Torma is of all kinds, for instance like the ledor, le as action, and tor is for Torma, or chindor, chin as for the virtuous conduct, as for Torma, and so, or Taktor, and so there are lots of different kinds of Tormas.
다 도마 표에 건데 도마 정말 참 도제 가서 쉐번 하시리 매 조가라랑 도지난 좀 다제 등 요는 지버려 맨 계지 중시지 나초 전럽지 계지 중시이나 다제 등 요는 나초 전럽지 살 자매고 뭐 도마 전럽지.
So now to begin with the Dharma offering, that if you are doing a session, then you are already in the form of Vajra Yogini, so you don't need to regeneration of yourself as deity. Whereas if you don't, then you instantaneously arise yourself in the aspect of Vajra Yogini, then do the inner offering blessing and blessing of the Dharma. And if you have the Chetin is named for the 8 set of those 8 offering. That's named as Chetin. If you have that, bless it too.
And don't know the Russia go that, Jingo the Pushajuri, Jingo Nije, Jingo the Pujuri, that there may say, and Doma Pusaga, the payments or manage the Lama Chudan Jidin, so you go a change answer to Jay in Lama Tang, and they use a tragic worry. Nothing river with the nation, and they think you want.
So
then the Kuja tragic worry, he said with Chunjun to Sunda, then the Java Salton.
So now, if you are doing the Chu or the accomplishing of the mandala, then in that case you have guests already present, right, in the mandala. So you make the offerings to the guests who are inside the mandala, and if you don't, then you with that mantra, then you invoke all the creatures, Naljama and Lama and Yidam and all the daggers and daginis, all entire 10 direction space in front. Now, just as you would make a proper arrangement before you extend your invitation, like cushions, and you get your chairs and everything ready, in the same way now we have to have the proper arrangement for the guests. So now we need a moon cushion.
Chujo Yangshin Jacho, Tia Nolan the Vechinguchi, and Jan用的到我们的建厂没到现在就嘛，你不那就嘛些，包括年些过上嘛节，他送去苏联部的群众个几个大电讲的就过来。
So, in front, visualize a Chunjung or reality source, and at center a moon cushion, and then you invoke the Venerable Vajra Yogini at center with the 4 other principal yoginis around her, plus the 24 yoginis, plus the 8 others, so that's all those 37 yoginis.
And the Tala Yeda Sanje Jansin Bao Kandro, Jidele Debe, Sanje Jansin, Yenchete, Sanje Jansin, Yeran Yenchete Jukure, Chunyu no Lola.
And all that are inside that Chunjung or reality source, you have to seat all the Buddhas and Buddhisans and Pratyekars and Sravakas, and one of them you have to fill in the space of the Chunjung or the reality source.
Lama, Rangi Tsawe Lama, Sanje Doji Chugu Tsue Chebe Jube Lama Taji Bawu Doji Chi Namba Chen Chen Ndiori, Tondo Yani, Laye Namba Chen Chen Tonguri. Ho Tere Chen, Ngoju Lama Tsama Lobe, Doji Nejube, Tingi Chala Juguri. Yidangi Tingliya, Pananzangla.
So Lama, in the form of Guru Buddha, Vajradharma, and all the lineage gurus in the form of the Vira Vajradharma, that they all sit right above the space of the that Chunjung or the reality source.
That Chunjung to Sunge Tra Chu Yusane, Jinala, Gachi Koniori, Surjibutilla, Jadeni Tumba Yusala, Jaugi Tumba Denala Chujun, Jidele de Chujun Suju.
So now the in the Chunjung or the reality source, as we have the on the four corners on the right and left are the bliss souls, but the front and the rear are empty, right? So on the rear side of the Chunjung or inside, you have all the protectors or Dharmapalas who are above the world.
Penapichachi Nalachi Yokotonchi Dali Trisha is out. Yirandi Kadu in the Imbaresilla, Chujun Mamulabe, Lonjuka Suzu, Kawaisa Suzu, Chego Mari. Pena, Wame de Champ Tabe, Podon, the Nano Tulu Trouble Torch, then some good so do you Kurusiade, Gobu Kuri. This Sajak Soma Sojiri, Sajak Gobu Chichunis, Chewa Kuri, Chua Shejiri, the Chichunis, Sajak Soma Sori, Marazo Tendangorida.
So, you need not have a stick in your hand and point at every Dharmapalas on a thanga and trying to decide this must be the prominent protector of this practice and all these things. You don't need to do that. Now in the prayer, from the Aknishta, you invoke the Kombuku or Mahakal Kur as you read in that prayer. And Dojukur or the Mahakal Kur, that is one of the prominent principal guardian of the Satya. There's two Mahakalas, major and minor. The major one is the Mahakala Kur and minor is the four-faced Mahakala.
In a Girish Gasun said the Lame Tube, Ranga Lame Suma de Yedan Lame Yedan Kang in the Tea Gasun and Chokor. In a Girish Gasun said the La de Nanjum Girish Gasun the Patches to that, so to that, and Gobu Shed the Dinjog Girish Gasun wrong, Dinjog Sheji, Namjuri. The day is a patient said about that Sukangolo Ruchane Jogi Shuju Tumat and a Juve.
So, and we need to seek their help too. We have to seek them too. Now, when we say personal, the Dharmapala of the teaching, personal, then, for instance, in this case of this teaching, it is the Khetrapala or the Turda in Tibetan, the Turda or the Khetrapala and Gombushe or the four-faced Mahakala. The four-faced Mahakala, which is the personal protector of the Dharma of this very particular teaching, and then we can have the real sight of the Chunjung.
And Pao Kando Nason Pao Kando, Kala Jib, Pao Kando, Sala Juba, Saul Juba, Senason Dere, Nason Jib, Pao Kando, Dungu Chunjo Tombatin Jugori.
Now the dagas and dakinis of the all three places of the space on the land and underneath the land, which are named after Keterin, Bucharin, and Padalcharin, that they all should be seated right in the front, inside the front side of the Chunjung.
That Chunjo Nala Consare. That Chunjo with Chilo Sajigonapa, Jiden Junguri, Logabala.
And now that fills the filled inside of the Chunjung, that is the reality source. Now the right outside, now you have the Jigten Jongwa or the Lokapala or those who take care of the world.
Chang the Omeni Jizan Dojin Najoma Lama Yidan Sanjisudu, Omeni Jizan Dojin Najoma Chang. Lama Yidan said the Gane Chen Chuguri, Choju Shikan Chen Chuguri, Kanga woman Mare, Jide Jua said the Rano Susun and the Chen Chang. Or the Choji Tanja Gane in the Chen Chang, or Dande Nandul Zomne, don't do to set up.
So now when we invoke Vajra Yogini and so on, her group from the Ogmin or the Aknishta Buddha field. From the Aknishta Buddha field, the great Chizun Dot Neljoma, encircled by the great Chizun Dot Neljoma and one's guru and meditation deities and chronicles of gurus and so on. Whereas the others also we could invoke from the all 10 directions, Buddha field of the all 10 directions. Whereas when we invoke the Lokapalas, or those who take care of the world, then we invoke from their individual locations wherever they reside.
Jiden Jungwa de la and Chojun Jiden Shinga Ranjan Jungwa, Chojun de Shinjung Sia Tuzula, Jiba DJ Ganga Yore, Bena, La, Lo, Nuejen, Lamayan, Miaji, Jesus, DJ Ganga Yore, Gondu Domeko Noji, Tuzu Chunyu Chilu, Tibabe, such be do Najibako.
So now in the Lokapala, that you will find them from all 10 directions, Lokapalas of all 10 directions, from wherever they are. That in the Lokapala you will find that a group of 8 wrathful ones, that which named after as Tekpa, as I translate here, wrathful, and Dikye as the set of 8. That, for instance, like the Raksha and Yaksha and all those things, that you invoke every one of them from their local residence and invoke and seat them around outside the reality source.
And Toma Pio got the Maranzo Shanja, this Chigo Sanluton Keke Yamare, Michini Chiroja Ayumeo. Toma Shamba Tinji Low Nibe Naka Command of Sanluton, Cheba in a tenere, Cheba Naka Rinjabe, Bana Naka Saji Soma Kama Sanluton, Pugo de Mado, Bemiba Jene.
So now the Toma 2, that if our imagination is just, we can't think anything but what we have arranged on the altar, then that can hardly feast one person or two, right, at most. But we shouldn't be limited on just for that. That we, by the virtue of blessing of that offering, that it is multiplied, that filling the whole space. And also it goes the same thing with the other sets of offerings, that mikpa, that our visualization, or by the enriching and blessing, that filling the whole space, we should extend our offering.
Toma Pia Hadi Meza Arali Honza Hon Baho, Mezar and Samaya don't Derishe Ho.
This is the mantra for making
offering. De la Almost Sabda Meza, non Mezuzan, whom Pepe, Vesan Meza Arali was Benibu Talijan Biagi, Pesha Kashina Theory.
So,
young Mushu said, Javache, the membership, Agarumunga Saudamana Air Nevenez, Tsasung Puni, Demade Kangal Chevji, Maji Goshone, Agarumunga de Yadram and some of the future of Majiri.
So now there's two sets of mantra you can do. The first, the Omahu, with that mantra, so blessed with the
Meza Arali Ho, Zahum Baho,
Meza Arali Ho, Zahum Baho, and
Meza Ragan Samaya Dom Deshi Ho Satire.
So this is the mantra with which you offer, and supplemented by the
Hodi Puguyo, Tisapeshana Theory, the Daji Jevana.
So this is in your long sadhana. Please watch in your long sadhana. And there's other way of offering that is done by accordance with Nguju Yapse, and done that offered to every one of them all together. So this mantra, which just now recited, is accordance with the Ngulchi Yapse, which is not in our sadhana, but you will find in other texts that with which we offer the old guests together.
Maransu ne ngazu ne urwa. Meza arali ho za hu ba hu ba so yo do de shu pe je koran yu ade de na jurwa.
So now, the mantra just not said. This is the mantra which we have in our sadhana, and this is the one we say to make our offerings of the dharma.
Chana de pe je mebe. Pe je ji bu se ro. 오야. 제가 내 가서 내가 배셔 코로나 때는 자 차송도 그래. 하. 차송도 내주마다 대주로 술라 너무 표현 다 레를 티를 모두 표현 말해.
So
하 차송도야 되게 하 담보게 된게 라마스 표현.
So now we say it the 3 times, and the reason is that the first round we make offering to the one's root guru and lineage gurus who are space above.
뒤송아. 다가 사니바 되게 이람 도전 나주마 되 타게 니보시 나주마 제데 타게 니슈자지 당고 사마제 송주 손이 춘조 나게 되 탈레 이단 주디 라서 참아를 표르제.
So now our second round, when we say that mantra, one set complete for the second round, then we make offering to those 37 Vajra Yogini, 1 at center, then 4 at the immediate around her, then 32, then those like the 24 plus 8 are the doorkeepers and the corner keepers, and around them also we have the meditation deity of the all 4 tantric, 4 levels of Tantra. So to them we make the offering.
다차 숨바디게 춘중 지역에 춘중 나게 숨마 춘중 숨마다 누게 춘중 나게 내 손에 바고 칸도 소리.
So when we say it for the third round, then we are making offering to the Dharmapalas who are on the rear in of the corner of the Chunjung or the real source, and front corner of the Chunjung, that where we have all other Dharmapalas, all the Dagas and Daginis of the 3 places of the dead space, land and underneath.
This
is the mantra.
Arali is the Rulwari. Rubedo is a Rubatikitona Arali. Doji Rulwa Ajav. That Thomasu Shijo, the Ruata Soda, Betelabet, Lungjevet and that which Rushi is Yaruji, Ho Sa to Nibunaro Ajori.
So, Benza Arali Ho, this is the mantra with which we offer. Benza is the Benza, as you know, and Arali is a Rulwa, which means enjoy or entertain. Rulwa, entertain or the enjoy, and Ho means so, or more or less like please help yourself and enjoy.
자홍 바우사 루바즈 릴루가네 루아르스는 자홍 바호 스베 두지 진실러버티 자두조 세게 보고야 정네 자기도 레버텔라 자스 고베도 미베나마 치모다 홍 마슈베도 투단 레니 베니스메 투글 투다 투데와 치모 반 리버텔라 밤스 리버텔 호세야 tellatene tu dedungi shige tu nyetago shebe dewa chimbe nibe tendela hoseya zawba hoseya de.
So now the how, the following verse, now the Zahum Bambo, the immediate which follows up, that shows how you are to enjoy or entertain with this dharma offering. Now the Za, it meant that they sip the offering through the straw, and whom it passes through the passage of the palm, and the palm, that it becomes oneness with the mind and induces great bliss that whoever enjoys it. And Ho is Nyeba, that being fully satisfied and enjoyed with the great bliss by the virtue of making that offering.
Samaya Tapsiri, Ho Shibani Samaya, Trishia Satiri, Shia Sati, Zishi Satiri, Nyamni Jingon, Zishi Sakri.
So Samaya is the commitment, and Trishia means please watch. So what it meant is Nyamni Kingana Sishi, Nyamni as equipoise, and Sishi as watch. Please watch with the equipoise.
Tade Pishakoranduwa. Titsana Umukaga Kai Sawaya Charicha Sanga Rimut Sanita.
So now the please watch with in state of equipoise, then Sawayacha that mantra you say twice.
Tadi Chilo in Jidemba to the Puri, Logabalatuli. So
that's making offering to the circles outside that is our Logapala guests.
Tani Tangoya Karesan, Tomuton do leg, touch you with Jolo in the check. You the those young goji choice you can to the Puri. Never dig some Jibutile, Yagojan Puri. So
when we made the 2 rounds, the first round we make the offering to the those who are seated on 4 cardinal directions in a counterclockwise, and with the second round of saying the mantra, we make the offering for those who are seated on the sub directions in a clockwise direction.
The Pusatilla Mamuyo, Jidemba Mamuyori, Kaka Kai Hes, so she Chevri. So Sula Laguna, Kaka Kai, Sawayacha Sidu, Nigeri.
So
Racha Sidu Simburi.
So please that guess now the little guess, like the first is the Nujin or the SSS Yakcha, and second one is all the Rakshas.
So Racha, Takare, Buddha and Jumbure, Pirta Idari.
Buddha is Jumbo.
Pishat Shazari.
And Ospreta is the hungry ghost, and Pushasa is Shasa, or one who lives on flesh. So next 2 are called in Tibet Nuche, one who inflicts harm. So, sorry, not inflicting harm, but one who drives insane, and one who drives the So now in short, there are about 11. You know, we got for instance like those who drive crazy, and that which causes unconsciousness, and collection of the 100 and Mamo as again another section of such a group. So in short, I think if you count, we should have around 9 to 11, but there are 11 of them.
Ta agam badi chöpa pürü, meza yogini sapari ora agam badi püvüdü şanda badi pü. So meza yogini sapari, meza yogi doji kanu mare, doji nejo mare, meza yogi esi doji nejo mache.
So with agam badi and so on, we make the offering of those 8 sets, so set of 8, and then the Vajra Yogini, that's as you know, doji kanu.
Doji nejo mache. Vajra Yogini.
Vajra Yogini, the doji nejo ma.
Oh yeah, ndrogo so sapari ora sidu kodan che mache.
Vajra Yogini Saparivar, which meant that along with her family.
도진에 좀 코던 제발라도 주연셔서 메도 도베 샤브다바도 그 루미바도 녀르제 표.
So now the old Vajra Yogini, along with her family members, or the family or the circle of the guests, that we make the offering, beginning with the first two sets of water to the shabda, the sound.
다 중국 창마도 표죠. 다 대고대 맨자 요근 사바리오를 오마 아 홍스도 사모로 도좀 주네. 야 저 강가리야 나셔 표죠. 되지.
Vajra Yogini Saparivar Om. With that mantra, we make the inner offering, and that is the making of inner offering to the generation of the Lhamo Rodojima, that the goddess, that one who offers the teas, and she offers inner offering to the old guests.
Oh yeah. 다 쳐봐다 나셔리 송 다떠봐 제고래. 양 떠봐 제주 잔베 랑게베 나나주메 상송의 연대 전에 대바 첨부 전에 대배군에 떠와래. 한 제로 주고래. 대바 매와 간더라 동기되는 백마래.
So now next is the Toba, or the stuti, or the praises, the words of praises or the compliments, that it has to be sincere with faith, that otherwise one does not get any benefit. So as it says, Paladin Doji Khandoma, the most majestic, the Vajra Yoginis.
Pandeen citizen de Tony Sebevishi, Moim Basuri, Pelisiati, the Dunga Mola Kogori. Dojin and Joma, the Sechona, the Don Ishiri, Madovachi, Garansu, me, sort of Tireke, Javachimare.
So the Belden or the Shiri belong to the family of the Vajra, as there are 6 families like the Lotus Vajra, as being the family of the Vajra, so Vajra.
When then Doji Kandumas is on it, in the Kandumas on that day, no Sanje, Chu Tamje Rajan Tomba Yagi Nakala, 2 Toba Meva drawings, Sanje Chukure.
So
Tomba Yiji Nakala, Toba Meva drawing, Ishigin Oinza, Kanduma Ajar.
The Kanduma or the Dagini, which meant the one who walks through the space, that which meant space here, that the void of in-hand existence of all phenomena, that mind walking right across that void of in-hand existence of the all phenomena. So that's the mean, that because of that it is named. And reason the Gini is that in conventionally, as they walk through the space, they are named as the Gini, but by the virtue of going through the space does not qualify a person or anything to be at the Gini, since birds also take that passage.
Manzu Nakade Mare, Tombanian Suri, Chu Tamje getting a Raji Tombanian Suri, Chu Taje Mo Tombariba, things are Tombaniche.
So
the Manija, the coach or the inner Zo Tombanian Gogol, so shelter.
That but kind of void space we are talking about here is not the ordinary space, but space of the lack of in-hand existence of all phenomena, and we could say that space as both truth, that's the conventional as well as ultimate, but principle as principle, so thus we take that space for the ultimate truth or the lack of in-hand existence of all phenomena.
That Domani Nakalan Rukende, but Dojinajima, two Ishi Kode. Two Ishi, the Domani, Toba Mavan Rose, Rulu, Toba Mavan Rose.
So that one which walks through that space of the lack of inherent existence of all phenomena is the very mind of the Vajra Yogini. And the style where she walks is that unobstructed or unintervened by anything, the right through.
Toba meva siakari sigris, Tojaya meva sigris, Tojadon Gadeja juris, Tojaya la sunyori.
So when we say unintervened or unhindered, that unhindered, then what kind of hindrance we're talking about? What kind of block? That there can be 3 hindrances or 3 blocks.
Jito, Yuto, Mito, sunyori.
So those 3 blocks could be as the obscurational block and conditional block or an objective block.
Ngarazu zugu de Godan Rugu don Gomashin to Saragame, Titsibal Toja.
So our body, that we can't get out other than the door, because we can't get out through the wall, we get stuck.
Sanje Johnson, the Dodge good, Tibal Toja.
But their body of the Buddhas, they can't be blocked by the wall. They can just pass right through.
Sibal to Major Roa Samla Hali Geomari, Pasiba to Geomari.
But that shouldn't be a great surprise to anybody, since even Bharata beings, they can pass through the walls without any problem.
Tamiba, Tan Yula Mitochari, Miu, Penagaraz, Sanlu Koyu, Sanlu to not have a cheese, Sanlu to the Yamashingumari, Yamatan Jamting, Ledugri.
So now the unhindered.
Migazula that they do, Migazu Tungiremato, Migadatu, Chin Hungumari, Yamatoma, Ranga Yun Zingari, Yamat Zingumari. They use the topper.
So there are 2 others like the Yultopa. Yultopa means objective hindrance. Now, for instance, our eyes can only see a visual object, but can't hear the sound. And ear can hear the sound, but can't see the visual objects. So this is because of the objective obscuration.
Sanje, Dojin Najima Sanjera, Sanje, Migi, Chu Tamjan Zingri, Amjoga, Chu Tamjan Zingri, Nagi Zingri, Lugan Zingri, Ru, Man, Simgan Zingri, Shiva Tamu, Chashi, Chu Tamji Chandugri.
Objective block, I would say, top, please, objective block. And whereas for the Buddha, that every single awareness can comprehend above the all phenomena, like his visual cognition can cognize all phenomena, and so can his mental cognition. Our subtlest of subtle mental cognition can cognize the all phenomena to the Buddha.
Narazo Kani Keshegre, Zugu Shingumari, Kuda Chenamato, Sanje, Be Shen Kariakas, Karisunji about Kuzuge Sungri, Sanson Sunige Sungri, Pija Jajuga Sungri, Uzudoga Sungri, Dukavujan Zudo Sundu, Tishiva Tanja Zudo Dukavujan. Or the native Patarja, the Sanje Sunyan, Suya de la Duje Nudo Dad, Shalagia Sungri, Shingalumagia Sungri, Sanje Chutizo. Today is the Tagana Koda Sunda, 2 Sunja, Lega Chigri.
So, whereas for the Buddha, that whatever his speech, that he can perform same acts by his body. That his body can speak as well as give the teachings from the mouth as well as from his body, from the mouth as well as any of the 32 or the 80 major and minor signs, and in the same way they can teach by the walls through his blessings, And so thus that his act is for the body, speech, and mind are one, that they all can perform equally upon the all phenomena.
양이 산제 고당 숨도 투 숨부디게 차례 가르치 나온 거 이거를 제 조리매게 분속계의 지회 준비고 분속계의 지회 준비 숨 분속계의 지회 준비 투 마디 시제 타인주의를 공하고 타인주의를 공하 숨 타인주의를 공하 투 마디 시제 지회 집고 마디 시제 지회 집에 숨 마디 시제 지회 집에 투 어두 쓴된 거예요.
So thus that for the Buddha, all the activities of the body, speech, and mind, they can be also performed by a single mind. The body can perform all the acts of the speech and mind, as well as the mind can perform all the activities of the speech and mind as well. So the speech and body. Thus that verse which begins with the shortest graded path to enlightenment, that first prayer, it can be well said in such manner, whose body, which is product to the millions of the virtuous activities, whose speech, which is product to the millions of virtuous activities, and whose mind, which is product to the millions of the merits, and whose body, whose speech, which fulfills the hope of millions of sentient beings, whose body fulfills the hopes of millions of sentient beings, and so does his mind, which fulfills the hopes of millions of sentient beings, and whose body comprehends the millions of the all phenomena, and whose speech comprehends the whole phenomena, and whose mind which comprehends all phenomena. So all attributes go for a single consciousness.
나라도 산제 하마고 인자 산제 가줄에 더두지. 산제 고디 거래지는 세상 손이 빼제제지 때바지마도 상고고요. 산제 요고 때와다 세상 준비 제버려바데 공부 주어지 주의자도 신진의 팬토 신시 산제가 주어도 토바요. 가서면 아래 내주면 주어 사공주를 쉐임바.
So, like for us now, sometimes our thoughts are so limited that our attitude or our comprehension or conception of the Buddha as such is even less than human, that we can't conceive of him anything more than what we see of him, something with a major and minor sign. That if necessary, if it is to call for the need for a sentient being at the right time, he can appear in any form and shape, that without any difficulty or without any block. And so I told you yesterday about the story about the restaurant, right, which disappeared. And so that a restaurant where the Yishi lived for a year, and those two ladies, they were also Buddha's emanation. So was the restaurant, so was the food Yishi ate. The two was the emanation of the Buddha. So now since he refused to go up, offer to come to Kajaland, then the tuba, the emanation, it merged, right? That there was no emanation, but again he was given a gift of that golden bucket with the ladder in, and that too is emanation of the Vajra Yogini or the Buddha, but it functions at the convention level because he could make the use of that bucket as a gold, it functions as gold, and it works as gold. So there's no block. So there's so now all these are the Buddha can appear in any form, but we might feel that if such is the power of the Buddha, then I wish, he will give me lots of money so that I don't need to work and enjoy myself. But it doesn't work that way, though, because that.
Ready, Ali Yamashe woman to Songorure. Tayani, Toba Meva Siade, Toba de Tribalabinal Toja, and the Dribal Mitova, Dritos, Toja Menuke, Chixie, Miba the Mitova, Yula Mitovas, Toba Meva Sungu Tayori. No Sanjay chamber the Miba the Mito. Chile me de Miba me that which is all the Zigi and the Chanting, 2 times as issue. Miba Chile, Tombanero. 부모를 미기요네 최탄실 미슈요래 미바 처리도 유처리요 말이 정말 천천히부터 지지부터 미미버려 제가 토바매와 요런 로인자 아니 나갈 토바 동반이지 나갈 쳔바 토바매와 로인자 칸로 제버 칸노마
so
아데도지 칸노마
so now the one has to have the right karma, right, karmic bind, or the lege, which we say that the karmic fortune to be linked with the virtuous conduct of the Buddha in such manner. When those two when those two ends meet, then everything works. Then everything works on our way. So on our side, we should have the fruition of the right karma for that opportunity. Then as long as that is present, then there's no block upon the sight of the Buddha. Whenever one is ready, he is ever present. For instance, in our case, that our conception about Buddha is so limited that when we talk about his wisdom, kaya, that we can barely count the 5 consciousness or 5 wisdom. That's just about it. But we do not know even the 21 sets of the Buddha's wisdom, the 21 group of 21 sets of Buddha's wisdom, and so on, that we don't even know them in accounting, So as I told you that there are 3 kinds of blocks where one can get stuck: that object and the condition and the obscuration, right? Whereas the Buddha's mind is free from all 3 of them. For instance, condition or object, that if one is focused one's attention on the visual sight, like the form, in the same way his visual sight can comprehend upon all phenomena simultaneously that moment. He sees that object as well as his mind can comprehend all phenomena, whereas ours can perform only consecutively or one at a time, and such is the limitation of our own body. So ours are just very partial. We can understand only partial or barely the portion of it, whereas Buddha's mind, even a single awareness, can understand the totality of all phenomena. And so because of this reason, that his mind, which could comprehend through the space of the lack of inherent existence without any block, so thus Dagini is named.
So Kanuma, Ringaja, some, so shoot, Zodi, Ridubati, Rigil, Ringaluk, the Onju Kent, Rigzori, Chazan, that regiment, Mount Shagement, that Godi, Kanuma, you call you yours.
So, the Kanuma college, second one, now the Dagini, one who has power over all the other Daginis, or the college, there are 6 families.
Ringa, Risung, Rijasia, Ritri, Penar, Jaringa, Sigduan, that ring up the Vayoch and Rijayori. Read some of the chod Jurubadi, or that Doji Ritri. There is a Rijashada, Doji chance about you. There are now your Koya, Doji Rikanga, so is a Kanuma, Kolu Joruche. Ishinga then Hakoche, that Ishinga, Ishinga Shingo, no Tavishes, never Ishes, Ishinga and Dembas, the Sanje Lamadu, Ishinga Yomari, Ishinga de. Kusuni is the Chugo Longo Chelon Tuson la Kusun Java Inza, Kujija di Chugul Vanija, Gonia Goda, Ishichuni, Kuniso Donja, the Chugos, Longo, Jugos, Kusuni is Sanjeri, Ishinga de Kusuni is.
So second line, it says, as it says, that the emperor amongst all the Dagini, maybe we can say that, emperor, Koligu as emperor, that because that she being the pinnacle amongst the all 6 families of the Daginis, and also the that you say, like sometimes we address the gurus like the head of the hundreds of family. That's what it meant, the emperor of the hundreds of family, which means the topmost, the most topmost amongst all the family. So she being the Vajra Yogini, being the top of the all. And in the next line, that it says the Ishingadan, the possessing of the 5 wisdoms, and Kusumni, which means that, and who has also attained the 3 kayas of the body. Here, so 3 kayas of the Buddha. The 3 kayas are here, the Dharmakaya, Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya. But when we count 4 kaya, the Dharmakaya has 2, there's Jnanakaya and Swabhavikaya in it. So that will make it 4. So when we count 4 kaya, then the Swabhavikaya, Jnanakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya.
Then draw Jola Chaselos, draw Jobla Chasel, and draw the Karin Drawers, Zunzijil, Namdo Jiji, Long, Umata, the Rujani Gadan and Run, Zuzig, Nato, Jukon Chamdever, Maranzu Kangolo. Tapunge, Cheloge, Joyundu, Rujani, Tanta, don't try to Zayi, Long to Su, the road, Umana Shujune, Zunzig, Namdo, Long, Rujan and Roa, the Chief, Rujana and Roa, the Su Job, Omen, all the shows on the Geniki Chayon is a Sanja and Ruger, Calegale. She's Roa Jola Chaselos,
and so I may prostrate, the last line it says, I may prostrate to that who protect the migratory, is clear? Migratory. The migratory, in a sense, door, the moving, okay, moving. The moving, that the reason we wander about or migrate in the worldly existence is because of the flow of the wind in the left and right channel and the carrier of our conceptual thought, the Sunzing Namdo, that carrier of our conceptual thought of the subject and objects. So as he is the one who helped us to direct all that wind, wind carrier, which flows in the right and left channel, which carry the mind which carry the mind of our conceptual mind of the subject and object into the central sushma, upon which we are able to destroy those conceptual mind and enable us to receive the bliss, simultaneously generated great bliss and void. That as the entry of the wind inside the central channel is the sign or the herald of the sight of the wisdom of the non-duality of bliss and void. So thus that and destroying the old flow of the wind into the 72,000 of other nadis and directing them all in the central channel. So that's why we make prostration to the one who protect from the migratory.
This one.
I should try to just.
That Jinye Doji Kanoma, go to Tobe Chinchu, Jingribe, Cherry. Jingriba. They don't that delay just self joy, that Hakomendo. Jinye Doji Kanoma, Doji Najuma Jig Juba in a some Jimmy, Sinjig Tranta Yamale, Hala Novo. Sinjay Mamma of the Junior to Zegio in the Peche Trichis again, Jinye Doji Kanomas.
In the second verse, the first one, it says multiple dojikhandomas, which meant that even the emanation of the dojikhandoma or the Vajra Yogini exceeds the number of the sentient being itself could, because that there's so many of her emanations working for the beings.
which is no Kochora, Kondo Tobe Chinju, Kondo Chiwa de la, Chiwa Raba, Nyomu to Suni, Zumba Pacha Maluba, Pachaki Padure. Or did have a Kondo with Chiwa Job at Zeba Kurang Chale Tire. Najo Magazine Kondo with Chiwa Juatiro. Kondo Tobe Chiwa the Job at the Kurang Chale, Tenangio, Sinjan Sanja Salajaviore. Then is a Kondo Chiwa Majeva Sanje Homare. Kondo with Chiwa Chu and the Sanje Luiore.
And second line there in Tibetan, it says one who destroys the bind of the all the conceptuals, kunto, or the conceptuals. So that's, for instance, like the kunto here, mainly what it meant is all the delusions, beginning with like the 3 persons delusions way down to the seat of all the delusions. That one who frees the sentient beings from the bind of the old conceptuals, like for instance, like the 3 persons delusions way down to the seat of that. That is her duty. That is why she is here for, to destroy the delusions and help the sentient beings get freedom from all these delusions.
So now Kondo singe di yobe kamala, chui tanya ngonsu do majuro yinza kondo re. Kondo singe de la, tashia kuchuna kondo de la be, nyumu tu sungi char chube kondo jeju la suba tende. Tanya nyinga rasu be, nyendu ke namto siya be, kising nye zayi, konga drayi, konga choyi, konga payi, konga mayi samba lo de, re la kondo re yore. Kondo re, tuzo. Ta tedan rawa ta, dashin rawa chige, Kondo de la, Tenayo is a Kondo job Chabala, Kondo to be Sing Judging, Kondo Jingni, Chadon Monsu Jingni, Kwana Dedebra. So you may chale, Sing Kwan coding as Chadon Monsu journey, Sanji Salajaviore. Kondo to be Sing Judging teaching that.
So now again here becomes a big subject once again to remind you that Kunto. Please, I think it should be translated as conceptual, that all the conceptuals, destroying the bind of all the conceptuals. or is it?
Jiden Jawe Rinju Masa Kondo Joba Tele Jiden and Genda Jenibe, Chisuda Mantuba Tele de Mugume, Be Sija Sudan Suina, Kodan Dara Nyanyo, Kodan Tumba, Tereji Juba Yinza, Chabajan, Chajin to True, Shidanjan to True, the Mujin to True, Tere Yudo, Tanju Sultana, Sanji Gutuvaso. Tata Anajuma Tere, Chaji Jibun do a Chavicha Chabama, Chabot Zeba Sadu. Tenegutuba Yordan, Tene is a Jiden Chaviri Juma Sapage, that in Egypt going, Jidema Tomer Juba Gone, Jidenji, Koyazawa Juba Zeba Yinza Ingresa, Tenia Nala Chaselos, near Kajumu, no Dojineva Sanja in a Kutuba de la Sanja ni Becharida, Tundu Sunshi Truyore. Or the Negibata Yain, not so Jews, someone Chasigo, Chini, Dojikama Gondo, Jiden Javeri Juma, Tenia Nala Chaselos.
So that conceptual, the word conceptual is just very tough. That for instance, that what is Nieto and what is Jetin and so on, all these things becomes a very tough subject, that and also about the Namdo, which is sometimes translated as the conceptual, but also sometimes as superstition. But what is concept in the first place? The everything which we do not have a direct perception, the direct apprehension, correct apprehension of the object, all those others are the concepts, right? So those concepts of the three personal delusions and so on. So there is many as 80 on their sides, and then, for instance, the concept of that he is my friend, he is my enemy, he is my father, he is my mother, so she is my mother, and all these things. This is my belonging, this is that. All these concepts that, as she enables us to cut the root of all these concepts, and concept itself is again a big subject which we should try to study. So, the destroying all the concepts of the three personal solutions and their seeds and so on, and the way she helps sentient being is not like something appearing contradictory to that per person, but in a way looking very harmonious with that person and in concordance with the behavior of that sentient being or that disciple. And like if he is very passionate, appearing passionate, if full of anger, and in such a skillful means helping the sentient beings, and sometimes in the form of Buddhahood, Buddha to the little birds and the deer or so on, all kinds, and appearing for the well-beings or benefiting sentient being. So to all those multiple emanation of all the dakinis, and I make prostration.
Tā tīwā la tāyā jewa tī tūn tū kāntā siyā kachū shēsōng tāyā pōnlōng sā rī, pōnlōng tī ndōng gō rī, pōnlōng tī nima rī sā rī tōng kī yī na, anī shikā kachū mi jī sū sūng wā shēshī yō rī. So
now the next pair is named after Shesang Tawa, which means that a prayer to be able to have the vision of the venerable Vajra Yogini, and so it has Sheshi, which means that we have a promise by her that whoever says that prayer then will be led to the Kajur land. So that is a prayer to see, have the vision of the venerable lady. So now to begin with the prayer, the first Thai means that infinite, that which incalculable, that infinite or incalculable.
다 나게 타다냐는 야들 배 하정의 뭐고 인자 심지에 나게 타다냠디요리 아니 다가나 상제 나게 타다냠디요리 대도 타에 여와죠 여스도 상제리 나게 타다냠 상제에죠 타예베 상제 타에 제외 대동 류가 상제 탐지가 또 대동이 서베 미시 되게 류가 쳐버려죠 다양히
the drama of all the infinite Buddhas who has like space like itself, the number of, just as the number of sentient beings are the innumerable like the infinitude of the space itself, so is the number of the Buddha infinite like the infinitude of the space itself. So the bliss and void wisdom of the all the infinite Buddhas in the form of drama, it says.
Drama Chavnya the Suresana, Duga Chavnya the Didong Ishi, Sanje Tanjaka, Didong Ishi, Chi Rangre, Kuji Chavjava de la, the Taya Baba Nakadanyamajiba Chavjava, Duga.
So it meant the one who performed the drama. Now, one who performed the drama is the wisdom of non-duality of bliss and void, that wisdom of non-duality of bliss and void of all Buddhas, and that is the actor who performed this drama.
Tayajavi Didun Dugarnis, Didungi Tayak Dugarti, Kandaru Juarisana, Sishi Mi Shujivari. Dugatakan Sutawar, Tongan Sutuarisana, Sija Tamja Sichoguri. The Lama Chibutamba, Gishin, Tobache, Druba, Truto, Najoba, Drubanya Leche, Toba Yaze, on the Shezi Yungri, Sanje Jigri, Janju Sima Jigri, Kanga, Sanje Ditungan Dugari. Inju Ditung Ishiri, the Kashela Sanje Tangri, Kashila Janju Sima Tungri, Kashela Sujo Tungri, Kashela Madaba Sijan Tungri, Kashela Sound Deval Tungindo, Kashela Jijiri, Kashel Kajumari, Kashel Jizundumari, Have done Mango Tona Yobadi, they don't Ishi Jigore. There is a Kajumari, Gangalo. Sanje Taja Tu Jigore. Sanje Sanja, Tu Jibamado, Tuju Tadebe Sanje Yomari.
So the drama performed by the wisdom of non-duality, the bliss and void, which is the mind of the old Buddhas, that which is enjoyed or which has entertained all the Buddhas, all the Buddha sons, and also the wonderful practitioners, and in short, we can say all sentient beings, see that to a great extent, and those great highly venerable practitioners, geshis, and lots of them have seen, and so on. So to some, that wisdom, non-duality, bliss and void acted in the form of the Guasamaja, to some like a Yamantaka, to some Aryatara, and to some in other form, in some in the figure of the Buddha, and to some in other of form of master, so that they appear to their disciples, but one who really acted is the wisdom of non-duality, bliss and void, which has performed all these. So agent behind every one of them is the wisdom of non-duality, bliss and void, who is the Vajra Yogini herself.
Sanje Kanga Michi Gisur. Maranzo Sanje Sona, Masanje Vacha Sanje Sadu Kanga, Yasanje Redu Jijinduri, Tuji, Ishiji, Kuji.
So when one attains enlightenment, everyone, the old Buddhas becomes one, the one body, one speech, and one mind.
Pena Disonyore. Lomarina Chuji Yunguri. Kashema Chuchimu, Kashan Chuchunju, Kashan Chu Kangala Chunju, Chuyani Nazo, Kashan Chuyago, Kashan Chuduja be Nasayungi, Kashana Chube, Chiktamang and Bakaki. The Name Naso Chuyungur, Chutuna Socha Mamu de Tuguyomari, Chukore Chunsunza, Socha New de Sari. Chutela Yanin Naso Yunguyori, Taganajang around the Sam Maje Gumula, Yuan Chunju. Sinja Mango Denjamatu, Sinja New the Pentoguyori.
So that, for instance, like as an illustration, that in a small village or in a valley, there can have several creeks or brooks flowing nearby, and every one of them could differ with each other in their sizes, quantity of water flows in, and quality of the water, and content, the kind of creature they live in, and in some there are lots of the different species of the animals who are in, but the quantity of the animal they live in are very few, that they can't live long, so they can't hold much. They're very few in quantity, and so also it differs in the quality. In the same way, before we're enlightened, we can't reach so many people at a time or so many beings at a time. And some are even undrinkable, and they are poisonous water. So in the same way, before we are enlightened, that some people are really rough and have a very negative mental stream, and unripe, unwholesome, and their actions are also very rough.
Sime jiba, ishi jiba, zeba jiba, chile jiba, sija tam jiga nyersulu junruwa re suni, dodi jana pe te suni, jaya jamangumi, odi suni, dodi jana suya de pashin tiwe lungri. Sanga tibale tiwe jang ala, sanje sanje jiwa re.
So, when all those water flows and finally join the great ocean, that they all mingle with each other, and then in terms of quality and in terms of the beings they can hold together, and everything becomes one, very uniform, because that they have shared one taste, and they all can hold that they all can together hold the large quantities of the creature and so on. That's kind of analogy given in Sutra Alankara by the Maitri Buddha, that when we become enlightened, that we all become of the same mental stream. That whereas the Sutra Alankara is accordance with Sutrayana, and in Tantrayana it even excels that.
Sanga tibelo jiba mena ngazu tabari shigiwandi nyododa. Jizo Druman Ruju and Rajija Maluba. Jizo Giwandi Yoda, Ani Karase Hakangala Sedeyachi, Cherezion Ruju and Rajiman. Tin Ruya Marati, Cherezidangaraso, Jukava Cheli, no Maluvari. Jiba Yumori.
So, when enlightened, everybody shares the same mental stream, that otherwise, then every prayer we make, that won't be possible to actualize the goal. For instance, by the very creation of this virtue, may I be able to actualize the Avalokiteshvara state, and also may all sentient beings, without living may all sentient beings attain his abode as well. When we pray like that, then if we share separate mental stream, then that can never become one.
And Sanje Tanje Didonga to Riji, Sanje Tanje to Didongi Ishi de, and Sije Tanda Lebe, Damira Mangu Tangu Chungori. But hot troll day or Lashival day or Lashe Mambu, Cha Mambu day or Sheji Chanil day or Taganaji Janshu Simba Ramindal Ten Yori, Suju Ramindal Ten Yori, Tameba Ramindal Ten Yori, Penanaji Mitruba Kashi Dimbe, Zipo, Pangu, Zhangbu, Longdeni, Jobu, Sheri, Gengo, Shichocho Tindebe, Taluju Mongdo Tindebe, Namen Tanso, Tenwa Inza, Taye Jeve, Didung Dugani, Ti Muze Jona, Sanje Tamchi, Didung Ishitiri. Ti Dugara with the Chajadu, Dugatra Michi, Chikun, Changa Chu. 被结婚一开始，杨爷就也没就个被妈咪一开始，咱们这等用啊，大家那就等开没事的，大家那些个被早上被上街，早上被拉车拉住，是吧？早上讲究什么？早上被脚步，但那我是中学吧，那里吃下呢，被脚步的多些，俺们给我们把弄的个些多的稀稀个啥啦？但是把弄俺们拉茶的上街那呢，不么丢，不么干，不么送去，安尼。 기시기 주야치와 뜻을 가지면 배 누가 쳐버려. 그래 배 누가지. 다 나중에 아니 배 간에이네다 지 시제라라게 누가 되나라 배 자다 리다다 진다 사마다 초다 배 콤바다 세사야도 주자라 강래이네 주인이 배 되게 누가 타예봐. 야 씨바 마시바 코에드베 남바탄 소는데 바라다라냐 마란수에 더 도지 주바 몽고요리 야 시외 차자는 시원냐데 더 대肯了 차자네 상제 장생의 주바 네 삼지 미셔버 되어자 시지 미추 지양 차르발레 세바다 시외 미추데베 소르베厕所 좀 해봐 몽고요리 근데 요 때문에 세자는厕所에 요 말이스 시지 미추 지양 차르발레스 야
so the emanation or the drama that of the wisdom non-duality, bliss and void, in all these forms of the drama or the emanations which it appears to the sentient beings, like sometimes in the most wrathful deities, sometimes very peaceful deities, sometimes in the form of the Buddha figures, and so on, or sometimes even like a leper, a lady with the acute leprosy problem, or sometimes like the looking very sick, and sometimes very shabby and beggarly, and sometimes royal, and so on, and sometimes like in all kinds of forms and shape, like just as an actor, that sometimes he comes as king, in a costume of king and ex-king. Then again, next moment, he changes the costume and comes as a soldier. The same person. At one role was a king, and another role plays as soldier. In the same way that I told you a story yesterday about Gishi, has a story about Gishi, one who saw an extremely poor old Amala that who was begging for the buck or the barley powder dough, and living on it, and also looking very stupid, and so on. And also the following day, that she appeared again in the form of 7 girls, and next day 5 and 3, and so on. All those are the drama. All those are not the act of the Vajra Yogini in order to benefit that Gishi. So, and sometimes, if necessary, as a bird, if necessary, as a bridge, that whatever was suitable and neat for the time, the appearing in a most inconceivable way, that in such a way that in both in state of the worldly as well as the transworldly, that which we almost can't believe our own eye, of what an act it could produce by that wisdom of non-duality, bliss and void, that sometimes appearing even worse than, much worse off than oneself, whereas sometimes the great Buddha or fully fully enlightened. So there is such a sishimutu, which means that such a projection of the great emanations created, and which is the wisdom of non-duality, bliss and void.
That in a yo is a Diajave, they don't do any Sijimi and Charawali, Mongo in a yore. In a yo is a someone Yabuda Remi, Sanjay. Susuata Gusada Javati, the ring in Ego Songare, River Shusati, the Mango Yobenon, Sulisuata Wina, the Indi Kajo Omo Yomas, the ring ever River Jason Kundu Suata Ridu Jasadi, Kajuma, Seji Chani Navaja, Terran is Jory. Or Chera is, then the Kajo Omo, Dina Janos, Ni Taban Chera Jan, Suata Wu, and then Dina Jano. Tene kajo omo yeoma, nine jeno. Chebe zige jong sane, kule cheba da, zewa chimbo da, gawa chimbo gune, jisu zungro na jaware.
So that amidst all these great emanations you could produce by the wisdom and non-duality of bliss and void, which almost one can hardly believe one's eyes in the both in the state as worldly and transworldly, but at this moment, the one I desire most, or my secret wish, is none of those, but the very single focused on the most most beautiful Kachuma, who appears in the one face and two arm and at the Guinea. So for you, I long for this. Or I miss you from the depth of my heart, Tenno, miss, I miss you from the depth of my heart, so thus please alight in front of me and to the embrace and the sincere compassion and embrace me and take care of me. This is the first line.
Najuma Jubal Tayaba Yorite, Tanganasu Taribe, Soatapsa, Donru Chetra, Telatoma, Cheba, that's what on the Be, Tausa de Najuma, the Sanlo Yahotone Be, Tela, Tan, Tayajavan Mata, and the Tajuma Zoson, then the data Sija Tajatabachi, Titosus, Mata Sija Tajatabachi and Chiros, Shua Teotiri, Sanja Salajaro Chichavarita, all this Shua de. Ziji yiji gu nu suwa ta nu togi yina, shezong tayo mulong singa da, lujo sheji yore, dreba je uchun tat, shirang go rugre, yu shashu tere chi. Tere yi zang, di shezong tayo mulong ca nimari la cari togi yina, ane jizun na yu mu korana ge, jisu zungi yin sani zayang kengi lama tizala, kongi sheji na yore.
So, now, after making all those offerings, and then this piece of prayer, if you say it, that as the author writes that to you there's one I really wanted, or one I really missed from the depths of my heart, is the Venerable Vajra Yogini with one face and two arms, and so request you to take charge of me. So this prayer, if you say, after making all those prayers and offerings, and then saying this prayer, which is titled as the prayer to be able to see the noble face, and it is said that one author who wrote this prayer, that to him the Vajra Yogini prays that, or promise that whoever says it will be taking care of me, or Jesus Sung, which means I will take up, or I will take care of that who says this prayer.
That is also na, Toda Toma did Kasateri Pua, Pishan in the Mavachindoa, Chicho Naliad, Toda Toma Pu, Toda Pu, Sula, Matone Yomar, Chitab Nala Yori. Home dicen tabe poron siag toma tenala toda yori. Home dicen tabe poron meshe de chidab tomari. Te inji miji phuguya yomari. Ya chidab toma de daje yeme ko le phushane digi yori. Kawa phuri nimar le sar phugi na mara to suma mambugi jina shuyo inza suma su chile ruju kele. Rang ba chodo cheju kele la me ko nula. Jina shudu tere. Ta chodo ji maje na susu kele teja. 아니 텔레론도 가보마리. Tene inza pa chicho chi che gu gu, te inza chicho choya di la jidab dena sumo kashi yore, hong wame di chen tabi poran siya ngubu kurudang ngubu sheji dang, andi te kari na reji ma dang, inchu ma dang, jangsin dang, dorda dang, otsuyo, cheba ujan karu yu dang ni siya di ma doda re. Tene ma sulo cho do jewe ten sung cho si di, ten sung yungzo le siya re. Rang rang su be 지나 토네 마토네 사지 대마송에 소모 용조 상로동원에 강가도 표고요 삼바 제샤는 배치리 고쳐 누구래 수로 쳐도 제외된 송초 로소된 라면과 송치 수로 쳐도 내 수고요 최고요 수 최고요는 제외된 송 강가 최고요 로소된 내 로고요 된고요 수 된고요 수 로고요는 내 라면과 송수 된고요 로고요 로소된 라면과 송치 너도 그로 내주를 내다나 가는 뭐고요 주중 소모 최대 주루서 구구요 술로 구구요 뭐고요서는 내 내주게 들어가게 때문에 소마做서 뭐고요 너도 그거 내주를 림베스지지 제가 뜻을 차가 쓰기 전 주셨어 질리셔 용산바로 붙여나 하나에 뱀 다다다다라 림베스지 내주하는 배 도마시가 페이셔스 제버리 근데 그 표에서 또 주중 지셔도 되게 고쳐도 그래 근데 대체선 다 도움이 돼 줘버려 도모 표야 될 도모 수토는서 도모 수마도 발리를 심 가게 매네 아니 왜 이주제 이게 배 주버전도와 이게 뭐 리오르지 미버전 표네 다 매나는 가메 저거리 여기를 막 표는 가셔
So and what we request for after this prayer, when we fall through with this prayer, then we again make a fold a hand and make 3 requests that to the Venerable Lady that we may always be taken to the Buddha field or the Kaja land, and that we sincerely, which meant the please help us to attain the state of enlightenment. And now in the following lines, now we have the chicha, which means the general offering for all the assembly of the Dhammapalas, and we should do that because when we obtain the initiations of the Dhammapala, that we are promised before the Lama that on our side as our duty we will honor the Dhammapala and make the chu as offering and tu as praises. We will say them, and they have promised before our Lama that they will protect us and extend the virtuous conduct of the Chile. So it is their duty that they will extend the virtuous conduct, and it becomes our honor that also which we need to honor to make the offering and the praises towards them. Now all this chichu or the general offering of the Dharma to the assembly of all these Dhammapalas, as in the text, that it contains all it includes all the, like Magala, like Kuru and Shell and Rejima and Inchuma and so on, that every one of them are named there. And in short, we can say that all the Dhammapalas, that to you I make offerings, and to you I make offering, and to you I make the request, and to you I try to actualize truth. So, and then from you I seek the guidance, and that you all I invoke. Means invoke, and what I request for, kul is to imperative, that what I request for is to take care of the teaching and take care of the teachings and guide with the virtuous conduct for my practices and so on. So please rush here, Rinpoche, which means please rush to the place and enjoy the offerings and praises. I'm here to do it for you, and so on. This is very clear in the text, and you should try to do it every day, since that's one of our commitments, and we should also arrange the dharma, and if possible, try to make one of those. If not, at least try to have a bread or so. And if we do not have, then that's another question. But if we do have, then not. If we don't arrange an offering and so on, then that does not sound right. So we should try to arrange some offering and say the prayer. That will take care of the lot of things.
다 온도 라지리발라 개 침부스다 현대 현고야 제레 수준이 알레게 베네데 현고려마도 술미도야 치라요 말이네 랑할지 라연라시조 춘주니 지제 요다 제단랑 제린 살제니 춘주니 지게 춘주 치마되게 가져로로 되게 송gur 쳐버리 춘주 넘어게 도쳐 쳐버리
So So now to consolidate all the meaning of the initiation onto the path, right? Now that's very important to understand. Now there are two chunjungs, right? Two chunjung or reality source. The outer one resembles the cemeteries, and inner one sungur, that is the circle, the protection wheel, and sungur. So outer. So symbolic, okay? The symbolic. The outer one is for the protection wheels, and inner chunjung or reality source is for the cemeteries.
다야 코바나올로 추주지요다 어디여자 르나게 추주니지 되게 추주 치마게 산에 이게 잔도 장고 잔도 수주 순이수 추주 넘어되게 자 대외 잔도 주주 레지여 장고르쳐
So
대나올로 나와되게 이게 잔도 제드서 초실의 같이 지요래 같이 지부되게 레베 잔도 주루드쳐
So
대나올로 하팅이요래 다 그러 방어디 셰샨디야
So
이게 춘중지 인가 춘중침에 산에 뒤중 굴리자도 순수인사
So outer mandala, so outer reality source at the heart, that is symbolic for the 32 branches of nadi at the navel.
춘중 나마되게 대외 주변 굴러자도 주시에 대외 장구르쳐.
Sorry, 32, and this in the reality source symbolize the 64 nadis chakra of the navel, inner one.
춘중보다 대외 진고르 되게 이게 전에 제 장구르 됐어.
The moon disk at center of the reality source is for the 8 branches of nadi at the heart.
춘중 수르실 같이를 이제 치중 주로 요게 같이지요래. 같이지부 되게 내래 렘베선도 주로 요 장고르 됐어.
And the 4 bliss worlds on the 4 corners of the reality source. So those resemble the 16 nadis of the throat chakra.
이게 다외딩도 하팅들 오모 사업이된 데긴 있어야 되라. 가 인도 손주 손이 요래. 되게 주 대전지 콜로 전도 손주 손이 요에 장고르쳐.
Whereas the circle of the mantra, that which 32 in number, that syllable, 32 syllable, that resembles the crown head chakra.
전용 장고르 전용 강가로 공사대 긴가로 루루제 공샤요래. 전용 지나니 다외 진고르 강고르 같이 강가 춘중로 공 긴가로 공샤바데 강가 루치 공샤바데게 긴가 내도 템베 내도 넘발라된 강가 걸롱도야 거쳐네. 디베 라도랑 디보 사보 녀르보 요야 대처거리.
So, but every one of those are visualized as center of one's heart. all this symbolic, right? So that symbolizes the easy to practice and convenient and ability to draw all of those at the center of one's heart. So usually we have the 5 chakras, but here we mention of the only 4, that because that 4 is enough to activate or direct all the wind energy inside the central sushma. Now the body, the mandala of the nadis. Explanation that because they are all movement, the body and so on are by the help, because of help of the nadis. And once we lose the body, the mandala of the nadis. Nadis, the mandala of the syllable letters. And creative energy, the mandala of the nectar. Essence. So, or Ningbo, essence, the mandala of the wind mandala.
아니 주중도 방이당 한지당 다와도 가자던 제마도 방가오데네 내용고 요레스 레데다이네 대바 공자의 셴용고 단다 대바 공고 요메메신스
so
대제되네 오식게나네 봉원되어졌다 봉원산 상원게 남레스.
So now these are the places where we try to activate are the nadis, element, creative energy, and the wind. And in terms of the 4 initiation, they are the secret initiation or path of the secret initiation.
다 ndiore ting khajo was 다 사월 제바 인자 ting khajo 들라 텔리카보 들마 되네 동바두에 지체 텔로 신고가 군수 신바래 공부요래 텔리카보 이마 용야들 동바두 텔마보 메네 용야들 가와두.
So by the reception of the white drop from the top, we actualize the weightness, and by the receiving of the red from the bottom, ascending to the center, we try to actualize the bliss.
Gawata Devaniche. Tayo, Nigala Kankuru Yorba, Kangu Chunju the Jebala Sintani, the Juju.
And through the placement of our mind upon the Chunjung or the reality source and the circle of the mantra at the heart, then we try to actualize the we actualize the bliss heat of the bliss heat, and then that joining of those two and disappearance into emptiness is long.
Te on somba shire ishi on ge lamre.
Toaiti. Come out to you.
Chu karche re mala kaje. Kunzo gongo yore kaso kanine. Gole la to ba chue ne male ya tel ka bu ya yo me mine ya yo go ya karche se jung ka o chu mare. Ti ti ken ku sho yimre kasi. Dire kunzo chi ge to ba che nga zhe che kunzo ya bu gong sha san zhe so me. Sang ka ji ngo zhe du tel ka bu mine ya yo ka 마부 이와 고도로와 대조 고도 마부 메네야요 가부 이마이바 제가 텔레가부 이마요 동상사 동바두 지지다 로중이다 텔레가부 지우 장고다 자우만 마 보는 동바두가 직지야. So
now we will review it again. Now the actualization of the void by reception of the white fluid from the top to the center.
동바도 지지야. 다 뭐 산에 만원에 자오면은 텔마부 가시마부 야치를 고요네 이게 봐도 요네 대참 자제 되어주.
And receiving of the red fluid from the bottom to the top, and that is we materialize the bliss.
단 이가라 군이 리네 텔마자지를 주네 파코코코 저랑엘은로네 동루도 디동루.
Also disappearance of the two to the swirling or the rotation at the center of one's heart and bliss and void.
다 샤중조리지게 이게 준중의 이게 로네 만대체 자지 가자다 이거 방일에미네 디르르야시오다 샤중조리 여러와 되니제 디제데 싫어이시게 온가람레스.
So now there are two Dzogchen practices. Now one Dzogchen practice where one's mind concentrate on the syllable of the palm and the those four bliss souls outside, right? Out. And in second, the palm reaches the syllable letters around it. And all these are the transcendental wisdom initiation.
당고도마 고소람체 공공고제 용수 조용의 신주도 저도 주면고 란도제 내주면고 베야 야부지 공도 고다바 주면고 토대동 공용도 토다바 대동 이시제네 고토 손주 공용도 손주 고야데 온지바 세원게 람레스.
So now the practice of all the yogas from the beginning to this stage, and when
난주바야라 지도 공도 랑 난주바 사고로 공 심디 동로 공
So now when you visualize in the four phases yogini, you visualize yourself as Vajra Yogini and mind in state of bliss and void.
대단히 라라고야도 고다바 주메고 고야들이.
So and your visualization as deity, that is the Kuthakpa, there's with perfect body, the illusory, and the mind in bliss and void, that is the Tuthakpa, the purity of the mind, that actual clear light. And the combination of those two is the path of the fourth initiation.
So all the practices we have done that till to the Yuganada, that every one of these things that we have had during our initiation, all these practices, that we have no practice here which is not present during our initiation itself, that which is not offered during our initiation. So if you have questions about the 11 yoga, then ask Lama or refer to your text. It said, first depend on the Lama as your master. Second step, depend on the text as your teacher. Third, depend your own mind as the master or teacher. So, in the beginning, that one should question whatever questions one has, that has to be dispelled from the Lama and get the answers. 다 라면 잘라 도주 수사네 배차나 라주 돈 따네 다 주물라면 고아 말이 배차를 다지 도바 배차 돈 주고 그래.
And in intermediate, then once all the questions are settled, then whenever one more questions, should be able to dispel through the but just referring to the text.
Then Yaleja Madia Juna Peshal Dagitex. Tado Madina Lama Chiwachi. They man the Peshal Lamar Chuchi. So Ransilla Lama Chu, Tapesha Moguli Chasuna, and Rang similar Yoga Koragunga, Ransilla Lama Chuchi.
So depend on the text, and still you have doubt, go back to Lama and get your questions answered. And then finally, when you become no longer in the need of the even text for any question, then depend on your own mind as master.
Ransilla Lama Chun, Rang Mahova, Ransilla Rang Bete Mogoachige, where Ransa Panguja Lekachi.
So one has to involve in such an act that one will never fail on oneself. One shouldn't fail on oneself, and plus that one do not have to be embarrassed with oneself, and one could make oneself as the witness for one's own testimony. Then if these things happen, then the enlightenment as such is not a distant phenomenon. So the first Lama giving the full initiation with a very sound text, then giving the teaching with help of a sound textbook and giving thorough teaching. Then giving up on the Lama as well as giving up on the teaching. Text. And then closing up your text and forgetting everything what Lama said, then again trying to run to the all direction, that anybody who sounds like if somebody has a horn on his head, then trying to run to him for instruction, going to east for instruction, west for instruction, and everywhere. Then under such circumstances, that if one does the practice in such a manner and adulterate, especially worse, they dilute the teaching, then let alone attaining enlightenment, one wouldn't even have a proper death. So profound teaching, that profounder is the thakpa between pure teaching. So because each and every profound teaching has a strict honor, that each and every teaching has also quite a terrific the Dharmapalas with it. So that if not careful, that towards the end of one's life, one may make one's body, even before death or death, one may offer one's body to a Dharmapala. So Great Tsongkhapa has laid the text on his table to give a ear-to-ear transmission to somebody.
This you can
So those who are going to about to receive it, are about 5 or 6, like Kyabje Rinpoche and so that day somebody who is not a right candidate was also present. So Tsongkhapa, he didn't teach the teaching right away, but he started talking about some other issue a little bit. And a black man, or a gentleman, who nobody has seen before, rushed in and took the text from the table. And then none of them received the transmission of the text. So Kyabje Rinpoche, when they were outside, then they talked with each other, said that that black gentleman, he really intervened our teaching, otherwise we would have received a profound teaching. So then, when he was saying that, then he heard a sound speaking from the wall behind, saying "Kachu," which means that a holder of the 10 texts, don't be too talkative. So the Nyingyu, which means ear-to-ear transmitted teaching, Trube Lekpum, the text. Nyingyu Trube Lekpum, Trube as emanation, and Lekpum as text, emanated text, that was given to the great Tsongkhapa and Tokten Kyabje Gyatso. Lama Umapa. So Kyabje, the monastery gave it to the Tsongkhapa and Lama Umapa and so on, and also there about a few or 5 devas from the Nezang, that's pure land of the form realm.
And Jerumichi Trube Levante, Toden Jabe Jasal no.
Tsongkhapa, he passed that Trube Lekpum emanated text to the Toden Jabe Jaso. And if anybody who could take care of that emanated text or the Trube Lekpum, that will be passed on to that. And if there's nobody, then the Chögyal, Tamjin Chögyal, or Tamjin Chögyal, he will keep it. So the Tamje Chögyal in Sanskrit, that is the Dharmaraja. So he'll take care of that. So if some a good Lama who could take care of that, he would pass it on to him. Even though there's a big war, the Tamje Chögyal or the Dharmaraja, that he will not lose that text. So we no longer have the Tibet, but I'm sure that we haven't lost that emanated text, and it should be still with the possession of the Tamje Chöge, the Dhamaraja.
And so Lusantu ina, Pension Lusan Chujeni Chige, Chabi Tamindu, Sisi Jasalaya, Jagashung, Tregia, Jedu, Pecho, Tamiji Tumbari, now who reach a Javiomari.
So I'm not sure whether it was the Benzo Lusantu or Benzo Lusan Chigen. So in either of them, that lots of those who go for audience would see a shelf in his library or in his room. There's an empty spot, empty shelf. They couldn't see any there.
So more leda kashe jedu Gangadal Chabi Yori, Jignal Chabi Mekanala, Jashan, Jada Uzegi Kondiori. And Lamal Shoy, Tumbatina heard and Jashu do the kind no shore. Cheremi to a resumari, Made. Did you to be Livon jet to your money?
So there's some good students when they come and visit that they will see a little rainbow or cluster of the light inside that shelf, and when asked that what do you have in that shelf, then he would reply that you had some vision problem, or that your vision is erroneous this time.
That Joma, Sio Limbetala, Nature Levant Trube, Chung Yore, Mrs. Sigor, Jaya Yamarva. So Kachin
Ishigen's Sejoling, that they say he had the emanated text or Kalam Legum, but that it is said, but who would know?
That's in Jungu, Sijila Sandia, someone to be Julian and somebody, the Donga longest 7 Yonso Zoba. Moshinia Tensu Majaba, Nature to Levan, Maseva Chigi Mangashi Yamari.
So if one is capable of the practice, that there's nothing which is not available, beginning from the profound practices of the subnet, which is fifth practices or the most principal practices of the great Gosmaja and so on, everyone is available in that text. When we receive the teachings on the Lama Chöpa, the most of them are the Menga or the instructions from the that Kadam Tuve Legum or emanated text.
Lamen Nanjo Chiniji Yore, Sagi Ni Sumbe, Burger Chulu, Samala Lamen Nanjo Yorde, Lama Cheva Najengi Bemangando, Jeva, Seva, Yomari Juni.
So we have so many kinds of the Guru Yoga, but nothing excels in terms of the encompassness, condensed, and yet very detailed and profound than Lama Chöpa.
Oh, that depends on Lusan Chujenge, Lama Chöpa, Samonga Ne, Dune, Zumba is a Menga Tamja Seva Cheva, you do Nature Tube Libangi Menga, the Pechir, Nalena Gova Inza, the Gilube Temple, the Gadin Chiva Zuguya, Jonet Tiri.
So since the Benjo Losan Chuigensen, he is the one who made that text available for us by extracting the old essence or all the instructions of the great emanated text into that Lam Chöpa and made it for us. So thus he is honored as one of the most kind Gilgwet Lamas.
어다데 로제 셰야 다다나진데 내주메 나라에 저런서 내주메 내주 티 제본의 구사 서본의 구사 세본의 구사 다다도 청구요 말 내셰 도구요 말 자구요 말 다들이 오늘 남지 디마디바데 다리 시샤이 직제
So
저리데 수지는 쇼이 조라
So this is all about it, and you all have requested that you need a very profound teaching and extensive and clear and very lucid teachings on the Vajra Yogini, but I simply can't finish it. And I'll give you a short teaching on the Zorim as well soon.
Samicha tumu mahimba tene kashe le sheshayu.
Uncommon, inconceivable yoga I have given to few already.
Tando goyo segundo ni sunji kelen sa. Tenga tu so yore sani nani gonda la. Tene tu so shita mendo.
And I have also promised that I'll give to the few others who have requested, and I still have few evenings.
And so now as I gave you the teachings explained earlier, and as I told you that we should receive the teachings from the Lama first, then refer to the text, and then take care of them. Take care of the Lama, and take care of the text, and don't run to the east or west, everywhere where you can hear or so on. That we should be real careful that we don't soil the teachings, that we don't spoil or soil the teaching or cause adulteration in them, that we should be able to assess the gains and loss of doing the same. That, as I told you, they are dharmapalas, and most important thing, they try to learn to take care of your mouth and learn to take care of the ear. It will be wise to close the mouth and place your hands on your ear, and that that will be wise. Otherwise, that one could be quite risky for even one's life.
So that's why we have to be careful and try not to be gullible with everything, and to take care good of the both the teacher as well as the teachings, and try to maintain it pure, and that is my advice.
네 자가다 있는 치 셰드 샤부 뭐 셰그레데 망드네 시자로 들어가서 셰고 말해 깨주고 말이 셰세 고르고래 아니 배 상화지 수치 지마지 셰 당다 지고 말이 그런 거 잡고요 저거 지는 거 잡으래等到 영이 저거 신년데 송양도 가보지래데 어디 영디를 토나 시작을 잡고요 요 레라고요 말이
So that I give the teachings to the monks back in India, that I give teachings, but not so as extensive. I give extensive teachings, but not so much in detail like where I give it here, because they can understand whatever I say, and they can keep what I say. That the monks are very happy people, that they are very happy and they can be friendly. But on the real essence, on the pit, they can hold real tight to that, and they have a very stubborn head, that they wouldn't give up on certain issue, that they will hold to it very tenaciously.
chari churi chingi tere yueza, tenawa mashi bakhyama chigibe. Nyatsa leni, chuba chani, nyali chuni, chuyu sulu tuande vare siyo.
There's a saying that some monks in monasteries, they appear that they are not too studious, or they do not appear they are doing any kind of studies and so on. So it does not appear too right, too good or right to the others. So just to test somebody emanated, or somebody emanated as a fish and set in a stream. So some monks are passing by. So a monk came by, and I think it was one monk, and then he saw a huge fish, and he said that, oh, what a huge fish that's standing near the bank, that's all he said, and he left. And then came a mandirkan who looked quite dignified with a real huge beads mala, and also has a prayer wheel in his hand. So then when he saw the big fish there, then he just put the prayer wheel in his pocket, and quietly wore the mala on his neck, and then started grabbing a stone to hit on that fish, and his whole body began to feel light. Then of course that fish disappeared. So monks of those three great monasteries, and also like the monks of Tashilumbu and so on, so they have a very strong head. This expression we use. So the fakes, they never come out from these places, that's for sure. the one who faked the teachings, and I'm not blaming on anybody. It is of no use.
Oh yeah.